Purpose Mastermind. This is day 3 of Meg Johnson. Super excited to share what I've got prepared for you today. Super excited to connect with you. Just so you know, since this is live, add in your comments into the chat. Happy to make this super applicable to what you are going through right now. So this mastermind, this online show, basically is for those people that feel like they have a big purpose in their life. They have a calling, a mission, something greater than themselves that they're not sure how they can actually accomplish this. And what we're doing is we're looking each week, we look at some of the greats, some of the people who have made tremendous amounts of influence in the lives of others. And we look at how they do that, and you'll find some ideas and some sparks that can maybe help you with what you are doing right now. So anyway, if you are on live, give me a hashtag live. If you are watching the replay, just put in the chat, hashtag replay. So when I go through that, I know what time you saw that. And anyway, love to have you do that. And let's see what we have for you. So we got some really cool things. Oh, you know what? Before I get too far down the road, if you know that this topic is something that really resonates with you, if you know that you want to figure out how you get your voice out there, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and we'll be able to get more shows like that for you. Okay. So anyway, I want to start out talking about you. Want to talk about maybe some pain and some discomfort that you may be feeling or have had. So Maya Angelou said, "There is no greater agony, than bearing an untold story inside of you." I tend to disagree. I think the most painful agony that we can have is when we feel like we have a purpose, we have this calling, this mission, this something to accomplish, and we don't know how to do it. I think that is the most painful thing, and that is what I experienced for many years. So anyway, I want to help you with where you're at, so that you can kind of figure out what it is that's your purpose and how to implement that. So just a couple of things here. Okay, so are you somebody that feels like you have a purpose? I love what Viktor Frankl said. Viktor Frankl wrote Man's Search for Meaning. And he said, one should not say, you know him, right? I mean, I'm sure everyone knows him. He was a German, actually, I don't think he was German at all, but he was put in a German concentration camp. He had an opportunity to get out, but to escape the country because they saw this stuff coming. But he went in there with his parents because he wanted to take care of them. They died quickly. He wrote this after his experience being in the Nazi concentration camp. He said, one should not search for an abstract meaning of life. Everyone has his own specific vocation or mission in life to carry out, a concrete assignment which demands fulfillment. Therein he cannot be replaced, nor can his life be repeated. Thus, everyone's task is as unique as his specific opportunity to implement it. Now, isn't that wonderful? Can you think about what your calling, what your mission is, what your purpose is? Okay, I hope that what we share throughout these mastermind lessons, I hope that you get some ideas, some sparks that can help you out with where you're at with that. Anyway, I love this idea that everyone has a purpose. And so where are you at? Are you at, I think there are 3 stages. I think the first stage is trying to figure out who you are and what your purpose is. Stage 1. Stage 2 is where you know what your purpose is, but there's that frustration of how do I actually get it out there? How do I live my purpose? And then stage 3 is where you are in your purpose and you're living that and you're figuring out, how do I grow it? How do I make that even bigger? So anyway, those are the 3 stages. I remember when I was in stage 1, so I'm a filmmaker, and I was talking to a friend of mine, and I shared with her, I kind of fallen on some hard times. My main big corporate client, I'm a commercial filmmaker, I do ads and videos, corporate work like that. And my biggest client took all of their work in-house, created this in-house agency, and I didn't have much that year. And so I started looking around for different things to do. And I shared this idea with a friend of mine that I was reaching out to all these dentists and orthodontists trying to do their About Us videos. And when she saw my work and then she heard what I was doing, she said, well, Scott, I can tell you why it's not working, because you're not living your purpose. And it hit, it stung, but she was right. I wasn't living in my purpose. If you're having struggles getting the work done that you were doing, maybe it's because you're not living your purpose. Okay, just a thought for you. So with that, let's see. What do I have for you? Okay, so let me share this next piece with you. You're going to love this. Oh, actually, I got one more thing I got to show you real quick. Okay, so today is Wednesday. We are on day 3 with Meg Johnson. If you on Friday, Meg Johnson will be here. I'm going to be interviewing her. And if you've got a question that you would like to ask, maybe you've been paying attention this week and you've heard about her. About she's a C7 quadriplegic. You know a bit about her story, or maybe you've known her for years, and now this is your opportunity to actually ask her a question. Okay, direct message me, and I'm going to take the best questions and bring those forward to her. And also, there's an opportunity, maybe some of you can actually be on and ask that person yourself. So direct message me. I'll be looking for those, and you got to get it in advance of Friday, though. But so that is what we will be talking about on Friday. And today, we're going to be talking about how she's using video to accomplish her big purpose. Okay, really cool stuff here. Now, whoops. Okay. Now, this first thing, let me share with you a video that I created with her, for her. I don't know. It's kind of an interesting thing. But in putting this together, okay, so I was launching a business that kind of failed, teaching happiness, and I heard about her story, and I thought, oh my goodness, that would make an amazing short film. So I created this short film. It's called Falling Up. If you go to my YouTube channel, what is that? YouTube.com/Scott Wilhite. You'll be able to see the full thing here. I'm going to play just a little section of it. Where she kind of looks about her purpose and she kind of looks inside as to what she's about and everything. So anyway, let me know in the chat if I've got this loud enough, but I'm going to play this for you. And here we go. Here we go. Okay. And this is actually Meg here acting.
Doing great. Just a couple more bites. Good job.
She can't use her hands. She's really frustrated. She couldn't eat herself, feed herself. So she had that frustration.
That's how my life was. Every day for about 2 months, staring at the grass, watching it grow. My new life as a C7 quadriplegic was a life of nothing. I was empty, broken. Why couldn't I have died at the base of that cliff? It was then that I remembered 2 doctors talking.
This is the important part.
Injuries like these are devastating. You take away their life's work. You take away their reason to live.
I thought about it. What was my life's work? Was I really supposed to have accomplished something? What?
Okay. I'll just stop it there. Again, you can watch the full film at youtube.com/Scott Wilhite. It's called Falling Up. But anyway, this was this beautiful thing. And I can't remember, honestly, if that was something that was part of her original story that I pulled out in the script, or if that's something that I added in there. I remember I interviewed her and we went back and forth. And also I used a bunch of source interviews that she had done. But I can't remember, because these were feelings that I had. And maybe you have these feelings too about what is my life's work? What am I supposed to accomplish? Is my life meant for something greater than just myself? Okay, if you've had those thoughts, if you've had that pain, not knowing exactly what you're here for, you're in stage 1. Okay. And stage 1 is a painful place because you don't know exactly who you are or what you are to accomplish. But the beautiful thing is you can experiment, you can exercise, you can keep asking those questions, because the universe will show you. Okay. It will come about to where you can share your message. So anyway, I loved how she asked that question. And then, throughout the rest of this little short film, she goes and she discovers kind of how she could live her purpose. And it's a beautiful thing. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. as far as kind of a remarkable way to tell your story. Let's see, there was one other thing that I wanted to share. Oh, okay. So here's, now this is very professionally produced. This is what I do. Okay. I'm going to share with you another video, and this is self-produced. This is what her and her husband Whit is normally behind the camera all the time. Whit is amazing. He's really awesome. And this is a fantastic video. Now, if you watched yesterday's videos, you saw one of her, how do I do this things? How do I get a pot out of the, a heavy pot out of the fridge? She has this whole series on how to do that. Okay. Now, one of the things that I want to point out with you, and I just had a coaching call. Well, I had a chat with a client that I coach this morning who worries about perfectionism. How am I going to look on camera? Now, as I point out some things in her video, don't think it's a criticism. Whenever people want me to look at their videos or something like that, they're always apologetic because they think they're being judged by the quality of their video. And yes, I love great high quality video, but you know what? It's more important to show up. It's more important to be real and authentic. Actually, let me just show graphics. Nope, sorry, that's the wrong one. Okay, it's more important to show up authentically. Okay, if you follow the Spotlight 1000 strategy, this is some of my frameworks for helping people actually get their messages out there, get them seen, get an audience, and you really don't need more than 1,000 people. Anyway, showing up is a huge part of that. If you show up authentically, if you show up as you really are, that's how you can truly connect with people. Okay, so Meg does that in remarkable ways. So let me share with you this video. And actually, before I do that, I got one more quote. This one is from Irma Bombeck. Okay, I think this one's really awesome. Let's see, let me just make it bigger for you. Okay, so Irma says there are people who put their dreams in a little box and say, yes, I've got dreams. Of course I've got dreams. Then they put the box away and bring it out once in a while and look in it. And yep, they're still there. They are great dreams, but they never even get out of the box. It takes an uncommon amount of guts to put your dreams on the line and hold them up and say, how good or bad am I? That is where courage comes in. Again, that's Irma Bombeck. Okay, I love that. I love that quote. So now as we look at this video that Whit and Meg put together, it is fantastic. She does some really cool stuff in here. So let me first jump to this part. Let's see, 22 seconds in.
Tell you, before we did this, so I've been asked by many people have emailed me, have commented, have requested to know how I get on the floor and how I get off the floor, because I showed you in a few videos ago me playing on the floor and how I can sit independently and scoot.
Okay, so I'm just going to stop there. So she gets questions all the time. People ask how you do this stuff. And then she records this video. She also mentioned at the very beginning, I'm sorry I skipped over this. She points out, this is my husband Whit. He's normally behind the camera. So if you go to oh, actually, you know what? I'm going to put this in the chat. Again, feel free to add stuff into the chat. If you've got comments in there, let's make this super helpful for you. And let's see, here we go. Okay, so if you go to facebook.com/Meg Johnson Speaks, you can catch a lot of her videos. She's got tons of these where she shares how I do this. Okay, but she does this in remarkable ways. Whit does the filming like it's homemade. It feels real. It feels authentic. She's inviting you into her home. She's inviting you into her space. She's sharing some of these trials, these challenges that she has. I just think that's so remarkable. So, okay, so let's keep going here.
And stuff by myself. I can do a lot of things by myself. And I'm showing you all of the things that I can do by myself. However, I have limits. And that's okay. I think sometimes we fight so hard for independence and we fight so hard to be able to do things all by ourselves that we forget that even though it's good to do things all by ourselves, and we should do everything that we can do by ourselves, the independence really isn't the name of the game.
Okay. So anyway, I think this is just a remarkable video that she's done. So in her series, it's mostly her saying, how do I do stuff? How do I write a letter? She has the most amazing penmanship. It's really incredible. How do I get a casserole out of the oven? All of these different how to and how do I that just invites people into her world. Again, when she speaks, and I talked about this yesterday, when she speaks, she talks to us, maybe who are not quadriplegics, who feel stuck, who feel trapped, who feel that we can't go on. She connects with us saying, I feel your pain. She connects in that way and then helps us see, well, if I can do this, you can get over whatever challenges you have. Really amazing stuff. I'm going to fast forward to this last part. Again, I told you about a coaching client I was talking to, and she was so worried about showing up and perfectionism that keeps us living small. Listen to what Meg says here.
I look amazing for my Facebook Live. Thanks for letting me put my life out there. And you guys don't care that I'm wearing the same pants as yesterday and my hair's not done. So thanks for loving me in spite of all of these flaws and all of these not beautiful parts about my life that really make my life very beautiful. That's our.
All right. I love that. I mean, she recognizes that I didn't do my hair and I don't look perfect. And, everything is not ideal, but thank you for coming into my life. She has invited you in. She is showing up. She's living in her purpose and she's getting, it's uncomfortable. She's getting out of her comfort zone in order to do this, but she's using video in order to connect with people. That's what you have the opportunity to do too. I love video, and I know that I talk a ton about this because I think if you want to really live your purpose, I really think video is just the most amazing way to do that. Because it lets you serve, sell, and scale. It lets you do that in a really big way. Now, maybe your purpose is just with your family. Well, still, you can use video and video lasts longer than just, anyway, it can last forever. So use video, tap into the power of this, and you can truly make that difference. So with that, I just wanted to see if anyone had comments that they wanted to add into the chat. It doesn't look like it. So I'm going to, oh yeah, I got to share with you this. So let's see. So today we are on day 2. And if you missed earlier days, that's totally cool. I have them all recorded for you. It's kind of like a private YouTube channel. If you go to schoolofhumanity.tv, you will be able to jump into that. Let me put that up in the captions so you have that link. Go to schoolofhumanity.tv. You'll be able to catch rebroadcasts of the days that you've missed, as well as catch amazing other interviews that we've got here for you. So schoolofhumanity.tv, you're going to love it. Free access, and yeah, really cool stuff. And with that, thank you so much. I hope that you live your purpose. Okay, one last thing. Meg Johnson I'm going to interview her on Friday. And so if you have a question, if you'd like to be on, direct message me. And I'm still putting that together, but I'd love to hear if you've got a specific question for her on what her purpose is, how she lives it, what she would do. Anyway, just let's make this super helpful for you. And with that, I just remind you to come on in to schoolofhumanity.tv for all the back episodes.